podcast. A whole podcast like this. That would be fucking weird. All right, let's do this.
All right.
It's start of August, first 10th of August, 12th of August or something today.
Yep.
We're into the back end of winter.
Yep. Since the last episode, we have some positive news.
Are we really going to have an ASMR welcome to the broadcast? Or are we going to do the intro?
We don't have to do the intro, it just cuts and then it goes.
Okay, cool. Go on.
They cut it wherever. We built some shelves.
Yeah, they're finished. For those keeping up with the last episode, the final shelf got knocked down and the new one got put up. When we say new, it's not really new,
but everything is organized, everything is sorted, and it is so much better. We have so much more space. It's crazy.
There's even room for this.
all of this was like full of clutter.
And shit.
And now it's all in shelves, neatly stacked.
Sorted. So where are we starting tonight's episode? Are we recapping things that we talked about last time?
Yeah, I guess so. Or
I remember the start of the last episode. One of the things I said was skateboarding's dead, so let's move on from that. And I think I was already seeing some life in skateboarding last time we filmed, but I was too scared to say it was back. It's definitely, something's happening. Like it's bubbling back to the surface. We're seeing little crews of skaters and it's really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Something's happening. It's not the same as it was. It's definitely not what it used to be.
It's really cool to see the like actual crews of kids on the weekend.
Yeah, like a bunch of teenagers, young teenagers with skateboards.
Yeah, just like all coming to hang out. But someone gets something because they've got to fix their skateboard or something like that. And they're all just in that crew hanging out together and then they go skate. Yeah. It's sick.
They're that age too where they're kind of hiding their helmets and you know that they're still wearing helmets and stuff, but they're hiding them because they don't want you to see them. And yeah, they're a cool age group. They're sort of 13, 14. And all of a sudden there's a bunch of them. It's really good. And then there's the younger crew too that are coming through with their dads and stuff. Like, it's funny, their dads are only like 30. Yeah. You know, like there's some young dads that are 32, 33, and they've got these 7-year-old kids and they're getting their kids into it. And they would have been skating like, not that long ago. The dads are still pretty good. So yeah, there's some cool shit going on all of a sudden. Out of nowhere, skateboarding seems to be bouncing.
Yeah.
And go on.
The other thing that I've noticed too is not just like crews of kids, which I've noticed, but like the older guys, like you were saying, in their 30s, but even like, in their like late 20s and like 30s, they're coming in and they're like, fuck, I haven't skated in a year or two. I don't know why I stopped, but I'm getting back into it. And they're like stoked. And I
heard a few people say, I go, so what made you get back into it? And they just go, I just remember how fun it was. I'm like, fucking hell. What the fuck? Like, how do you forget that something's fun? Like, what triggers you to stop doing something that obviously brought you joy? Why would you stop? I don't get it.
I don't know. Maybe it was that boom, like post-COVID, where there was just like...
I got a theory.
Yeah?
Yeah. The parks filled up with all those fucking beginners.
Yeah.
Those COVID kids, right? In 2021 too. The parks were just jam-packed full of little kids that couldn't skate.
And scooter kids.
Scooter kids. It was a fucking shit show at the skate park. Then the cliff happened where Skatergeddon, and it just stopped. But those older guys had already stopped because they were sick of dealing with all the little kids that were in their way. So they just stopped skating. And then they've gone back to see the parks empty and gone, fuck, the parks are empty, I should skate. And now all of a sudden, from what I hear and from what I've seen, different parks obviously, to the one I'm like frequently am seeing on my way home, and then the ones up north and wherever, they're filling back up.
Do you know what's also interesting too is like I feel like the scooter thing was such a boo, and I feel like it's slowly phasing out, not by like choice, but because there's like they can't get parts anywhere.
There's no scooter shops.
There's no scooter shops.
If you want to buy a scooter, you got to go online.
Yeah, so it's kind of like just like I don't know, just like natural selection. There's nothing for them to like. They can't go and buy it, so it's slowly
There's
just
literally no scooter shop on the north side of Sydney.
no.
How good's that, everyone? But like, there's no scooter shops, and there's still one skateboard shop.
Yeah.
One good one, anyway. There's very few skateboard shops left in Sydney, like genuine ones where you can actually go buy everything, like a skateboard, pads, helmet, like someone who's starting out can actually go to. I'd say there's fuck all.
A skate shop that can accommodate to an entry beginner
right
through to your 50-year-old dad who's still like
buying old school
board. Yeah,
there's fuck all. There's a couple of little wannabe core stores that you would have thought by now they figured out you can't make money doing that, but let them go. There's very few shops like us left where if you're a 6-year-old girl starting out or a 52-year-old man getting back into it, we can accommodate, and everything in between. Core guys, we still stock all the core brands, we stock all the good shit, but we also have helmets and pads and like, so there's not a lot of shops like that.
Yeah, but there's also stuff like, I had a guy the other weekend who's coming, he's like, and I've been skating for ages and I want to start riding vert, and he's like, he's like biting the bullet, all right, cool, helmet, knee pads, all the deal. And he's like, and like bought a full vert setup as well. And he's like, I've just been normal, like, you know, skating street for years, and I want to start skating vert. And so I need the pads, I need the helmet.
Yeah, and a lot of shops just don't stock that. They're too cool, right? It's too cool to have pads and helmets. Yeah, but I saw a helmet someone the other day that wasn't on a Dorody.
Hey.
He's like, fuck yeah, they're not buying them for bikes. It was so rare. Like the last 2 years, pretty much every single helmet has been for an e-bike. But even e-bike, like they're hey, fuck here, I heard something. Oh, you're not going to like this if you're an e-bike person.
Okay.
I know somebody who works for the government.
Yeah.
Who was telling me that they're trying to introduce some kind of e-bike licensing for people under, I think it was 18.
That makes sense.
But yeah, and I was like straight away, fuck, if they do that, that means kids are gonna, like that. Apparently it's not going to be aimed at someone like my age who's old and erect, because we have a driver's license, we actually know, right?
The road rules, yeah.
But they're talking about restricting their shit.
It makes sense.
I think it's fucking, I almost said a cancelable word, but surely not anymore. I think I can say it. Lame. I'm going to go with lame.
What, that they're doing a license for it?
Yeah, I think it's lame. I think kids should be allowed to fucking get hurt. The argument from them, the person, I won't say their name, was they're riding a fucking motorbike, Al. That's what they said. And I'm like, yeah, I've got one. I know. I get it.
Yeah, I think it's more of like the concern when you see like, you know, 15-year-old boys or girls in like shorts and no shoes, no top on, like, and they're like main road turning in an intersection and they've got 2 people on the back.
Yeah,
and you're kind of like...
Who gets hurt? Kids on the bike.
Yeah, but it's like it could not be who gets hurt. It could be who gets killed. When you're on a main road with like 2 ways of traffic.
Yeah.
So just being slightly sensible.
Yeah, we're a nanny state already. Let's let kids get killed. Oh my God. That was not how I meant that to sound. Let's not make all the fun disappear.
Well,
I don't want anyone to die. Fuck, I'm going to get...
Maybe it should be if you're riding on the road, if you're on the footpath, fucking have at it. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, you're not allowed on the footpath. I'm not allowed on the footpath legally. Because I'm
under a certain...
16 is only under 16s allowed on the footpath.
Cool.
So they're allowed to ride a motorbike on the footpath by law, and you're worried about them on the road. I don't fucking get it.
Yeah.
Who's trying to protect?
So
dumb.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. I'm allowed on the road only. I'm not allowed on the footpath.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, but as if I'm fucking playing by those rules.
It's a really weird thing because it's kind of like in between a motorbike and a bike, and it's like
it's as heavy as a motorbike.
Yeah.
It doesn't go as fast though.
Yeah, but you can still get to the speed limits of a normal traffic
situation. You can drive at 40, not 60.
Yeah,
mine won't go that fast anyway. I got mine from my daughter. When she got a car, I basically inherited her stolen e-bike.
It was a good swap for you.
Yeah. I like it, but I haven't ridden it since the weather changed. I was too fucking cold, mate. No way. Yeah. I'm driving. It's only 4 minutes to work.
Has it been?
2 weeks of non-stop rain.
And then before that, we had like a moment of sunshine, and before that, it was another 2-3 weeks of rain.
Yeah, I don't remember a winter like this where it's been so wet in Sydney, but it might be because. You know what I do remember? You know what year it was that I remember being like this? The year 2000.
Why?
I just remember it really clearly because I bought all of Borders that year.
You have the weirdest memory. Like, you remember so many bizarre little things that then your general memory is like all over the place.
Yeah. I don't know. But year 2000, I got rid of all my business partners and I had about 70 grand's worth of debt going into winter, which back then that's like fucking $1 million now. Like it's probably 700,000 now. And by the end of that winter, I'd cleared all the debt. It was such a good snow season, which we're having right now.
Is that because it was wet up here?
So wet up cold here and snow down there.
It's been cold here too.
Fucking freezing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like last 2 winters, I don't think I used one of those like floor heaters here, and I've all winter upstairs even, I've had a little heater. Yeah. It's been so cold.
I've been wearing a hoodie and a vest the whole winter. Even when I'm tuning, I don't take my hoodie off.
Crazy.
It's cold. Anyway, it's good snow. It's snowing again on Saturday. This coming Saturday. This won't be out by then. So the Saturday just gone. It snowed. Yeah. I fucking overdid.
But it's snowing into that week too.
It's supposed to snow right into the following weekend.
That's when this is coming out. So guys, it's snowing.
It's snowing. So don't write off spring. It's going to be a really good spring. Go snowboard. Have fun, man. Fuck it. It's good fun. I don't know if Perish are doing it. I don't really care, but I know Threadbow are offering some 4-day thing that's not expensive. It's like $600, especially if you're under 23 or something. It's cheaper if you're younger.
Yeah.
So if you're a kid and you want to go for a ride, Threadbow's viable. So you don't have to give your money to Vale Group. Not that I don't like them. Yeah, that's been happening. So skateboarding's turning back on for sure. Snowboarding's changing fundamentally. I'm barely selling anything that I don't wish I was riding.
Yeah, do you know what's also been different about this season on the shop floor is selling's actually kind of been fun again. Like we
got rid of all the product we didn't believe in.
And because we said we were going to do that. You can go back through the podcast episodes. And we said we're going back to your very original statement of the business is sell what you love. And we've done that. We haven't had a step-on product in this building for
the whole winter.
Yeah.
It's cost us a shit ton of money in turnover. There's no doubt, though. When you look at online, I think that's what we're selling online, all the fucking Supermatics and step in there, step in that. Fucking, it all sucks. And we never liked selling it. Let's be honest. I mean, we're going to fucking sell Salomatics again this summer.
Yeah.
But I seriously would like to cancel them, Jordan. I would like to just cancel them. I don't want to fucking sell that shit.
Yeah, it's like at this is the hard thing of like running a business when you're kind of weighing up like ethics and morals of like, do I sell a product to cash out and like make money? Like you've had like so many people have been like, why don't you sell scooters? Because I don't fucking like them.
Yeah.
Why don't you sell
I guess like what I said earlier though about the core skate stores out there, then that's their argument. Why aren't you selling helmets? Because I don't fucking wear them and I don't like them. And good for you, man. But to me, skateboarding, skateboarding is a bit interesting like that, right? Because when I was a little kid and I bought a skateboard, I wore a helmet. So I don't fucking see what's wrong with selling a helmet. I also grew up skating vert, which required pads.
Well, that's what I just said too. Yeah. It's like, it's not just 4-year-olds that need pads.
Is there not like this degree of, I'm fucking too cool when you're a core store that won't sell that shit? Like, what is the mentality of that? How fucking cool do you think you are that you think you should tell kids not to wear a helmet or wear pads? It's such a fucking arrogant position to be. Where it's snowboarding, I'm not telling you not to buy step-ons.
We're telling you where to go.
I'm saying go to Balmoral and buy your step-ons. I'll tune your shit and come and see me if you want to get a board. I'll hook you up with that. But if you really do want step-ons because you're a big guy or you got a bad back or you fucking whatever your reasoning is, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying I don't believe the product is anywhere near as good as the actual product. The industry itself, which you will never hear from them, so I'll let you know, they consider it a separate category. Mm-hmm. And it's called convenience bindings when you're talking to the industry. Yeah. And I don't believe the product's very good yet. And it's an iPhone 1.
I'm not going to name any names, but I've seen marketing from a step-on binding with a pro rider. And then I searched him up, went on to his Instagram, and the whole Instagram is him not even wearing a
no fucking chance.
Yeah, they've got him to wear it, ride through the park, so it looks like you can ride park with them.
Yeah.
But he's not riding that on a daily basis.
Dark reality is that guy. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I know that guy could ride an ironing board through the park.
They're that good.
And he'll look like he's still pretty good. So don't kid yourself. You have to get to that level before you could then downgrade to the step-on to do that at any level. It's just bullshit. Like, just type in step-in fails if you want to see how they perform in the park.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. Like, we've said this countless times. Like, they have a place in the market.
I agree with them. I just don't think you better not hit a 30-foot booter on them. Like, if that's you, don't fucking ride them because they might break. And there's nothing to back up. There's not a second strap there. There's actually no straps. I keep posting on my Instagram, my personal Instagram, not Borders one. I tuned a board yesterday that was Burton step-ons on a battalion. And I wrote, no straps, no edges, no thanks. It's like that was the worst combo. I'm like, this guy would barely be able to fucking turn on this situation. He rolled up bullshit battalion edges, step-on bindings. And I'm like, man, control, like, what are you doing? You bought a park board and you're riding step-ons. It's fucking nuts. The setup was so dumb, but good luck to you. If that's what you're into, I don't
Maybe that's what he's used to. So
just keep bringing it to me for tuning, even though you can't actually tune a battalion properly. Just keep bringing it in. But yeah, no, I've found this season, like, for me, the fundamental shift is I'm enjoying selling what we have. I've sold out of the board I ride. I reordered it twice.
Yeah.
And sold out of it completely. The wholesaler's now pretty much out of it. So, I've ranted about that board, right? On here and online. And people have come in and gone, tell me about that board. And they can tell I'm not bullshitting because I'm looking them in the eye and telling the truth. And people love that. And then the big brother to my board, the K2 excavator, like, because I ride the baby brother, I fucking enjoy selling the big brother because I know how good it is. I'm like, this thing will rip. Like, it's even stiffer through the tail. It's going to fucking carve a hole in the snow.
Yeah.
But the enjoyment of selling a product that you love, like the Shadow Fit bindings, like, I believe that product's incredibly good.
Yeah. Like, I haven't ridden another binding for 10 years. That says something.
Yeah.
Like, we can borrow any product, we can test any product, but
yeah, I'm just convinced that what we're doing is the right way to go. Like, we're struggling enough as a business. All businesses are.
Yeah, but this is the thing too. It's like, it's a reality check. Like, we can't be everything to everyone. No business can.
And the ones that are trying, God bless them. they're fucking lying 75% of the time. They have to be.
Or they're just shotgun approach.
Yeah, but even
Worse. Because like, here's the thing, like you can't have the expert knowledge to know every single product. Like we took what, 7-8 boards between us to Japan this year and rode them for a decent stint of time.
Yep.
And
you can't go to a demo day and find out what we found out.
No.
There's no way. You can't do a lap in a single condition and go, I know that board. And that would be, I'd say, and I don't want to rip into the entire fucking industry or whatever, but 90% of the staff that are in these stores are too young to have ridden a lot of shit. And if they go to demo days and then come back and go, oh yeah, I rode that board, it's like they did a fucking lap. They did 2 laps on a board, then they switched the bindings onto another board. That is not riding a board. That is riding the board in one single scenario for 1-2 laps of a T-bar. It's not, you're not finding out enough. You cannot be an expert on that board from doing that little riding of it.
Yeah. And also there has to be also a level of rider ability to be able to tell what you're feeling in a board.
Yeah,
and the difference it makes, sort of thing. Especially when you're comparing, like, you know, apples to different types of apples, sort of thing.
Yeah,
like
they all feel very similar.
Yeah, that's the thing too. It's like if you're riding an all-mountain directional volume-shifted board across all the different companies, you've got to be a pretty good rider to be able to tell the difference between them all.
Absolutely. And it's the same with skateboarding, right? Fucking remember Shane Azar used to always say, I can't ride that grip. It feels weird. And you're like, what the fuck? And he'd be like, it's thick.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like, so if you're at that level of skateboarding, which he is, okay.
Yeah.
I fucking can't wrap my head around it, but I'll buy it because you're fucking amazing. And I'm not. And then Justin Schmidt.
Yeah.
He'd be like, oh man, has to be mob fucking number 3 or whatever. And it's like, bro, you got to be kidding. And then recently I've asked him and I'm like, why aren't you riding mob anymore? He goes, I don't know. I've come to terms with grip not being that important. I'm like, Jesus fucking crap. But yeah, like you've got to be at a certain level to even notice the differences. But what I'm noticing,
because you can notice like those demo days are great for the general public when you're comparing apples to oranges to bananas. When you're going, okay, I'm going to take out a park board that's a twin, then I'm going to take out a volume shifted board, then I'm going to take out, you know, a fish. Like then you can tell the difference.
Very dramatically different.
And that's great for the general public, and demo days are awesome for that. But when you're going, all right, cool, I'm going to take out 7 different types of apples.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to know what you're feeling.
Yeah, I think there's a hell of a lot of misconception out there about snowboards too. Probably same with any sport. But
elaborate.
The Savo had a guy come in and he was looking for a board. He was pretty old, like older than me, significantly older than me. I'd say he was 60. And I want a board that will work in the powder and carves really well. And he was pulling out all the fish. I'm like, when you say carves really well, what do you mean by that? He goes, I want a board that just rips through a turn. I'm like, fish are not the right board then. Like, they're just not. Like, some of them turn nice, but none of them will drive out of a turn because the tail's split, so it flexes at different rates because of the dovetail or the split in the tail. So they just never feel incredible out of a turn. And they'll initiate nicely and they'll float because they have these giant big noses, but they're not the right board. So I'm like, hey, have you read about volume shifted boards? And he's like, yeah, I've read a little bit. And he's like, what do you recommend? And I started talking to him about the Jetstream and the Excavator and all these other boards, like just different styles of boards. And by the time he left, he was like, I've got some work to I need to rethink what I'm doing. And like he was never going to buy anything today anyway. He was just talking, but like I fully enjoyed that conversation. It was 15 minutes where I had nothing, you know, I was with another customer, so I was floating, but he went away going, okay, I misread or misinterpreted what works. So he's now going to go research, find out for himself. And I don't know, I mean, like I would love to see that guy buy a K2 excavator or whatever. I mean, there's a bunch of boards like a dance hall or something. He'll get the powder experience perfectly because he's not going to be riding fucking neck deep days very often. So that's the board for him because it's going to carve and be nimble in the trees. He only rides in Japan. So I think, that's such an enjoyable experience, selling stuff that works, A, and B, you're helping someone find the right thing.
Yeah. And it's like, that when you spend that time with someone and you talk to them and you go, okay, I'm finding out exactly where you're riding, what you like to ride. Like, are you actually going in the trees when you go to Japan? Are you booking tours to go into the backcountry? Or are you literally just going on a family holiday?
It's always family. Most of them are family holidays. The other factor, right, is that a twin skateboard, a twin park board, I believe that 90% of these people in these snowboard shops can sell them because there's really, you're literally comparing flex, pop, width, length, and that's it. Like they're all fucking the same. At the end of the day, there's so little difference between all of them. But when you get into the volume shifted stuff and the shaped stuff, the subtle differences make a huge difference to how they ride. So
yeah,
I don't know. Anyway, I've enjoyed selling this winter.
I think like this direction of like these boards now and the tech that's going into them is like, it's making snowboarding so much fun.
So much easier.
It's so much easier, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. So it's cool. I'm liking what we're selling. And that's the whole point of this, really. Like, if you don't like what you sell, why the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, we've dropped a lot of brands. We've taken some huge risks getting a lot of the brands out of here. We didn't even take our LibTech boards this year. That was a big call.
Yeah.
I mean, they were probably I don't know.
But that's just...
I still think Orcas are a great board. I think there's certain boards in amongst every brand that are probably pretty good. I don't like a lot of brands. I fucking tune. And anyone who questions why I say that, spend a day with me tuning and I can explain to you exactly why I think some boards are fucking rubbish. Like the machine tells you a lot. When you run a board through a dead flat machine that's dead flat and it comes out the other end and you're like, what the fuck? Because it's got dips and waves and then you run a nice board through and it comes out absolutely perfect because the construction's perfect. That's staggering. Like there's certain brands that what they're doing is questionable. For sure, there's some fucking shit out there. And I wish I could sit here and name names, but I don't want to get sued. So but yeah, like, I mean.
But here's the thing, like this, we're talking about this because we're being open and honest that we're choosing not to.
Well, there's a few brands we can't get, right?
Yeah.
Burton, we can't get them. Like 29 years ago, I made a decision not to try and get them. And because of that, we're too close in proximity to another Burton store.
Yeah,
so.
But, rewind time, if you had it on a silver platter, would you take it?
No, I mean, fuck, I'd probably be rich. But I don't give a fuck about money. I never have. I don't do this for the money. I never sold snowboards thinking, I'm going to get rich. I sold snowboards because I wanted to sell snowboards. For me, like selling skate and snow, it was a passion thing. I wanted to sell what I love, the original statement, sell what you love. I absolutely, when I was younger, lived and breathed love skateboarding. As I'm older, I live and breathe snowboarding. I still I'm already itchy for Japan again, and I haven't even got through this fucking winter, and I'm already kind of like, oh, how am I going to do Japan?
You're like, where am I going?
Yeah, like, how am I doing it? What am I doing? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't like the idea of straying from that mindset. Sell what you love.
Yeah. I remember very early on, I don't know if you remember this, but it was kind of like in that phase of where like, I was kind of like, oh, okay, I'm going to start, like you were taking me under your wing and like teaching me more of the business and stuff. You're like, and you said to me one day, you're like, I've never felt like, as much as there's stressful times and as much as it can be chaotic, and it's running a business, it's stressful, but there's never been a day where I've woken up and gone, fuck, I don't want to go to work today.
No, still haven't. It's crazy because I hate that some days you're like, fuck, this fucking day sucks, but I still don't feel like tomorrow I'll not
or like
be here.
I never want to. You never want to quit your job per se. Like that's that. I remember that conversation stuck with me, and we've continued on. Like even through, like, I bought in, and then we had a good year, and then it's just been a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah, we had 2 good years.
Yeah.
But it was bad.
Or year and a half
pandemic.
sort of thing, and pandemic happened.
Yeah, it's been a shit show ever since. And I don't think it's taking us, I mean, most businesses have closed, right?
A lot of skate have.
A lot of skate, and fair few snow are either closed or on their way to closing.
Yeah, and this is the other thing too, like through those COVID years, like we didn't get government handouts because they were...
Skate was ticking over at just above what the fucking handout rate was.
Yeah, and they were asking us to compare February
last year
to like September or August. I'm like, that's out of season to in season. Like,
the whole algorithm didn't work for us.
Yeah,
it was crazy how much money some businesses got given. So yeah, we've battled for 6 years now. Even
still, through all of those COVID years and stuff, even though it was so hectic, it's kind of been like, I don't know, I guess I like adapting. Like that's the other thing too that's like fun in this business. And it sounds weird to say that, but like you have to embrace change.
Yeah,
and that's just something I've said about you a lot as well, is like there's 20 years between us, and you're still growing and adapting and changing, and you've got to as a business owner.
I don't feel that old.
Yeah, I know. I forget how old you are sometimes.
Thanks, fuckhead.
That was meant to be a compliment. I don't see you as 53.
I don't see me as 53, but I also don't, like, retirement's not a thing I think about, because I don't feel like I would be so bored so quickly. I'd be fucked. I'd be a nightmare if I had to retire. I'd be so bad. My wife would boot me out of the house within...
You would still be here thinking that you've still got a job, and I'd be putting you in a corner going...
Mimo. Mimo. Just fucking sit there.
Yeah. Hey, Al, we need to order Lakai shoes. You remember how to do that?
Yeah. Fill out a 40-year-old form.
Here's an Excel document. I'll see you at 5 p.m.
Yeah. I can't envisage that. I just want to get through this shit, right? I think to give people more of an insight into the business itself is that we're still carrying debt and problems from those COVID years to the point where we've never quite got back on track. So Claire and I don't fucking pull out millions of dollars out of this business by any stretch. There's times where you don't get anything. You work for free. But if we can push through this where everyone else is bailed out, come out the other side, the picture looks good. Like, we're going to have a cool business. It's going to be, I'm talking about it this morning, like where's the pathways? Like, what makes us different? How do we stay relevant in a time where retail's become less relevant? We were super negative about this last week, talking about Amazon and fucking in the last podcast. But the positive is, if you don't succumb to that and you make yourself so unique and different, offer experience.
That is the answer. Like, I went away from that episode as well thinking like, everyone's like, fuck Amazon, I'll never buy for them, da 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 da. But they'll walk into a Bunnings and an Officeworks, and I'm like, Amazon is in a different league of its own for sure, and it's got questionable things happening behind the scenes. But like, it's just, if you're putting it in this basket of like massive corporations, you've got Woolworths, you've got Officeworks, you've got Kogan, you've got Catch.com, you've got Officeworks and Bunnings, and they're all, if you filter into it, fucking Kmart, they're all owned by the big companies. And it's like, some people will turn around and go, fuck Kmart, I won't buy anything from there. It's crap. You know, that's just junk. But then they'll walk into a Bunnings. It's like, you know, if you dig a little deeper, you kind of all leads back to it sort of thing. But I'm the same, like I'll sit here and like I look on social media and like Amazon fashion comes up and you know, Target fashion, and you're like, influencers trying to influence you to buy this stuff. And I'm like, I'm choosing, you kind of got to like put your blinkers on in today's world and kind of like keep focusing back to like what actually matters to you. Like, what do you care about? And that's what we're kind of doing. It's like with the vintage, like, I don't want to let that go. I don't want to see that element of the business die, because for me, that's a huge ethics thing for me. Like I even remember, like I've had some times where I've had conversations with you where I'm like, you know, sometimes I don't know how my ethics feel on selling fast fashion sort of thing. So
it's not.
I'm stoked that we've got a vintage section and it's bigger than our apparel combined now.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
really
stoked
cool
that we have our print shop so we can make our own shit too. Like, why the fuck would we sell a Thrasher hoodie for $140 that we know is a Gildan because they barely even hide the tag? We know it's a cheap hoodie, right? We know it's a fucking hoodie that we can buy for $18. Why in God's name are we selling that for $140 when we can make a way higher quality hoodie and make it fucking cool and sell it for $70 and put the energy into the creation side of it? And I don't know. I just don't get why we've ever been. I mean, I get if kids want to wear butter and GX, and fucking go for it, man. Buy some hard goods and stop wasting your money on those overpriced clothes. Seriously, get a fucking better set of trucks or
but this is
some nice wheels. Fucking don't waste your money on a hoodie that's $200. Crazy.
Yeah, but this is the thing though, like I'll hand it to like those companies, like
They're good at marketing.
The core skate companies, they are setting the trends and they've got really cool designers. They've got really cool artists. Like they're doing a really good job.
Just wait, I'll rip them off.
But
seriously, like we could easily just rip them off, right? We could do our own versions and have borders written under it. And what's the fucking difference at the end of the day?
Well, this is the thing. It's like, you know, we can create an avenue for our own creative outlet. And I'm not talking about ripping.
Not just straight rip off. I don't mean that. I don't mean it that way. I mean, take inspiration from and create our own shit.
Like
that's what everyone's doing.
You did a hoodie and you were stoked on that hoodie. And that's your style. And like,
lucky cat.
A lot of people love it as well.
Yeah, it's sold okay.
So, you know, that's the other thing that like, in the world today where there's so much stimulation, there's so many things that other people are doing everything, and you kind of like, oh, that's cool, should we do that? Oh, that's cool, should we do that? It's like you kind of just got to like tunnel vision and you go, what do we actually enjoy and what do we actually want to sell and what do we actually want to do?
Yeah, I just want a bit of personality in everything we're doing, to be honest.
Yeah, I've never wanted to look like a mall store.
No, and at times we have by accident. Like there was a period there where we looked like a fucking Volcom theme store, right? It's not us.
Yeah, but
it's just not us.
They were, for the first part of that, it was good when it was like all
pre-pandemic.
It was all skate. It was all heavy. It was all like really, really good. And then it started getting real fruity.
Yeah,
and we were like,
it just became more and more surf and more big corporate.
Because they were doing a skate capsule and people from the other range were like, oh, that's cool, can we buy that? And then they kind of just went,
this ends up being one fucking thing. And then guess what? Volcom's now owned by fucking Liberated Brands anyway, which is Quicksilver and Roxy, and it's all just one thing. Don't kid yourselves, it's all bullshit. So identify as yourself. That would be my advice. And you can do that through what we're doing, vintage and
and here's the thing. That's why I still think like your brands like Passport and like Huff and things like that still have a place, and like those core skate brands like GX and Frog and all that kind of stuff.
Fucking expensive.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's like you said the other thing, it's like the cost of living crisis. Is it a cost of doing cool shit or a cost of wearing cool shit? Like, choose where you want to spend your money.
Yeah.
If you want to support small independent skate brands like Frog and stuff like that, fucking do it. Because otherwise, if you don't, you're going to, in 10 years' time, you're going to be buying all your shit off Amazon.
Yeah. My advice is question who those brands support. I've always said this about skateboarding, right? And I'll never not say it. If you're buying a brand, e.g. Thrasher, what are you paying for? You're paying to market their brand. There's no sponsored Thrasher skaters. That's not a thing. They're not putting money into people. They're putting money into overall. I've always questioned Thrasher. I find it very weird.
And that's a good point, because like, that's, if you're going to spend your money, if you're going to pay $70 for a t-shirt or $150 or $200 for a hoodie, like, make sure that it's going to the right people and
companies.
Right companies. And when I say the right people, I mean the people who own the company. Like, are they invested in this because they love the product, they love the...
And are they putting some back into grassroots, like skaters?
Like, into that community, yeah.
Like Passport are a good example, right? We don't even have Passport in the shop, so this is totally unsolicited information, which most of what we do is unsolicited.
And we've had Passport before, it's just... It's been a fluctuation.
We haven't had it because we're not selling enough skate stuff to justify it. But they have a big team and they put money back into skate and skate productions and blah, blah, blah. So if you're buying that's $60, $70 t-shirt, at least you know some of that money trickles down to actual skateboarders.
Yeah, and it goes back into funding their videos and their parts.
Culture.
Yeah, it goes back into the pockets of skateboarders at the end of the day. And that's where you should be thinking about where your money is going. So, like, I think there's a lot of weight in that.
I'd still rather you go find a second-hand Passport t-shirt, though, because then we don't fucking fill up every bit of landfill with old shit.
Oh, now that I'm like, because obviously my algorithms worked out that I like vintage clothing. The amount like vintage clothing in the world is like shocking.
We don't need to make any more clothing.
Yeah. I actually think I saw a statistic that it's like if we completely stopped making clothing, we would have enough clothes on planet Earth right now to clothe everyone for another, it was like something ridiculous, like another 10 years. Like that's how many items of clothing there are in the world.
Ask yourself, when was the last time you threw something out because it was no longer wearable? Doesn't happen. Occasionally I go through my hoodies because when I'm tuning, I don't roll my sleeves up so they get caught and they rip off.
Yeah.
Other than hoodies, I don't really go through clothes. My t-shirts, I fucking don't wear holes in them.
Yeah.
Like, they don't get that old.
You give me so much shit about having so many clothes, but the reason I have so many clothes is because I actually do not throw my stuff out. I've had so many times where a trend has come in.
You're not filling up landfill, you're just filling up your house.
Just exactly. So, but like
So stupid.
But it's true. Like because I'm moving right now, I've been going through my wardrobe. And
how many removalist trucks have you needed?
And I'm realizing, I'm like, wow, like I still wear this item of clothing and I bought it when I was in my early 20s. That's 10 years. And I still wear it.
10 years. I've got underpants older than that.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I definitely don't. But my point is, we do spend way too much money on clothes. It's crazy.
The fast fashion, if you actually like, there are people out there that buy new products weekly. And I think that is insane. Yeah.
I see the print shop, right? We print promo stuff and you're kind of going, you're printing 40 of the things and you're running them through the machines and you're like, fuck me, man, these are going to get worn one day.
How bad is it when you see it too and it's like merch or promo and you're like, they've got the designs just off or bad and you're kind of like,
I'd say 60,
And you're like,
50,
no one's
60%.
actually going to use this tote bag. And I feel like you've got the best intentions
Yeah,
here.
it's amazing intentions. You're trying to go, here when you buy your such and such, here's a tote bag for free. They're going to reuse it. They're not going to reuse it if the design sucks.
Yeah.
But
You're kind of like,
may as well have given them a plastic bag, probably use less.
maybe that person doesn't like it, donates it to Vinny. Some
Maybe.
old grandpa buys it because he's like, hey, I need to carry my shopping home.
Yeah, I hope so, because otherwise that stuff ends up in landfill too. And there's so much good stuff being made. Like we print some amazing shit too, where you, like I fucking printed, I can't remember what it was, Willie's Deli or something.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the design, and I printed myself one. I was like, that's sick. I'll wear that.
You know, it's
It's Ryan's, but it's a local business. So it's a cool shirt. And I'm just like, yeah, that's sick. It doesn't, I don't know, occasionally the designs are fucking killer. So, you know, it's not all bad, but that idea of like your favorite shirt, I think it's really important to have that. It's like, this is my favorite thing. I like to wear it over and over until it's dead. It's such a good idea to do that. But
yeah, like I remember I still have a number of them, but like jumpers where like this part of the cuff is like splitting away and I refuse to throw it out because I'm like, it's such a good hoodie.
Yeah. Yeah, all my hoodies have splits there. It's great.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
buy secondhand if you can.
I think it's more conscious. Like, be conscious of where you're spending your money and be conscious of who you're supporting and what you're, you know, money talks. It's like what you're putting your money into is what you're supporting. So make sure that you're doing a deep dive behind the company and the people.
Yeah. And think about what you're using your clothes for. Like, it's a really good example this afternoon. A guy bought 2 spray jackets from the vintage section. Both combined cost $120. One of them I know was a Volcom limited jacket that was $200 retail when it was new. This thing was mint. It was basically new. And I was like, oh man, that jacket's killer. Like for $70 or whatever it was. He's like, yeah, dude, it's so cheap for the quality of it. I'm like, what do you do? Like, he goes, I'm a landscaper, man. I go through these waterproof jackets because we're always getting caught on things and they rip. And I was thinking, this guy's super smart. He's come, instead of going and buying $250, $200
brand new ones.
Yeah, he's bought 2 secondhand ones and he knows he's going to tear a hole in them. But at least he's thought about what he's buying and what he's using it for.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I got one off you a few months ago. I've ripped at the Savo when I was working and I just needed some more. So I thought I'd come grab them before you run out. And I'm like, yeah, he's a smart guy. Like, I'm like, this guy's not intentionally buying new to put into landfill because he knows that's where it's going.
Yeah.
So he's got to really...
Because he's going to wear it to the point where it can't be worn anymore.
So perfect. At least he bought something that had already lived once. It's going to live again. It's going to do its job. And man, that's really what clothes are for. They're there to do a job. You know, some of it's fashion, some of it's to do a job.
Yeah,
if you work all day...
I think though, clothes are... like getting dressed and styling yourself and wearing clothes is a self-expression. It's an act of... It is. It's...
Yeah.
You're styling yourself and you're presenting yourself to the world.
I figured that out 25 years ago. I haven't changed.
Oh, you've added a bit of colour. Look at your green hat and your green pants and your green shoes.
Yeah, it's not that hard to fucking...
You're trying to
green.
People up here with your black hoodie and black vest.
I haven't got... Oh, fuck off. Hang on. That colour pant.
Yeah, and shoes?
Nike. My first pair of Nikes in 30 years, people. I'm sad about it, to be honest. But, yeah, I don't know. It's my first non-Etnies ES America shoe in 30 years.
Yeah. But going back to what I was mid-saying, is that... Mid-sentence. Is the fact that it is like, it's a way that you're expressing yourself. And like with the vintage, it's really unique because you get to build a style, you get to build a look. And even if you're doing that with like half new items and half vintage items,
I think that's the way to do it.
Is you're making a style for yourself.
Yeah.
But the thing is, again, in today's world with TikTok and Instagram and everything, you're constantly bombarded with trends and things, but trends and style are two very different things.
Absolutely.
And I would like to create an environment in the shop, and I do it for myself, is where you create and you develop your own personal style. And it doesn't matter what fucking trends are going on, because if it doesn't suit your look, or if it doesn't suit your body type or your height or your weight or your shape or your skin color or whatever, then fuck it. Don't wear it. Like, wear what suits you, wear what makes you feel good, and wear what, you know, is the personality and style that you want to present yourself to the world.
Yeah. So there you go. There's our business plan, sort of, the podcast. Skate, hard goods, do it really well. Have everything for everyone. Snow, only sell the shit we give a fuck about, passionately.
Yeah.
No products that we don't believe in. I'm not going to have them. If I don't want to sell stuff that we don't believe in. To be honest, that's 50% of even still what we have. I think we need to get rid of more.
And that's so relevant in the snow, because it's not like you're selling a t-shirt where they walk out and they buy it, they pick it and they go, oh yeah, go home, and they're like, oh, it's actually not matching my style. It's not the end of the world. But if you sell someone the wrong snow product and they've flown all the way to Japan and they're on the mountain and they're like, fuck, this sucks.
Yeah. Which rarely happens, let's face it.
But that's why, like, we don't want to sell stuff where, like, I tell people regularly in the shop, I'm like, please come back and tell me what you think, because generally it's like they hadn't had a board in 20 years and I've spent an hour with them developing what they should be writing.
Yeah.
And I go, come back and tell me what you think. Come back and tell me how you went. And I do that with confidence, because I know that they're going to have an amazing time. Because the stoke that I have when I finish a day of snowboarding, I want everyone to feel that.
Yeah. It's not that hard to achieve either, but you've got to spend a little bit of money to get your snowboard stuff right.
Yeah.
I think if you cut too many corners with it, you may as well rent. Like, you've got to get stuff half decent to get what we get out of it.
Yeah.
And we aren't riding the bottom.
Renting to a point where you're like, okay.
Right, now I need to know. Yeah. Now I need to go talk to someone.
Yeah, now I'm a good enough rider. I need to work out. I also have worked out where I want to ride and how I want to ride and what snowboarding is to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very easy if you come in and we can ask a few questions and you can answer honestly. If you're not riding backwards, you shouldn't buy a twin. Like, there's certain rules, right? There's certain things that are easy enough, and we're not stupid, so we're going to get you on the right stuff. Anyway,
but that's
part 3 of our business plan is vintage still, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, and print shop, don't forget that.
Print shop's a huge part of our business plan, but it's also a separate part of our business plan.
We treat it as a separate, it's all the same business, but it has its own staff, Neil manages it.
Yeah.
It's its own entity, so it doesn't really.
I have to be involved from a printing point of view, like teaching that and making sure it's being done properly. And you have to be involved from a marketing and finance point of view, as in bookkeeping.
And as much as we say it's separate, Neil is trying to take over the shop floor. So soon we may have a full.
Well, we already have a section of blanks.
Yeah, but it's not a perfect, pristine, everything on display. And I think that's what Neil wants to happen. So we'll carve out a little corner section in the shop so that.
Yeah, we're going to figure that out.
Yeah.
So that you don't all try and come in and buy the blank.
We might have to build some more stuff. See if we actually get it done in first go.
I fucking just got this one done. I can't start again. It's brutal. Anyway, that's the plan. So we'll talk more about it in the upcoming episodes, which we're going to do more frequently. So get ready to hear the same things over and over. No, it won't happen.
But if there's anything that you guys would like to hear more about,
put it in the comments and like and subscribe and all that weird shit. We don't really care how many people are listening to this. We've kind of succumbed to the fact that this is there. If you want to listen, listen. If you don't, whatever.
But at the very start, I always said, like, because we started it post-COVID, and I said, fuck, it would have been really cool to have this through COVID and actually, like, talk about it on a document.
That would have been tragic. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been us.
We had
like each week talking each other off a cliff.
Yeah, that was crisis mode the whole time.
Yeah.
So hopefully there's another pandemic soon so we can talk you through it.
Yeah, I guess we're experts now.
Fucked up. Anyway.
But yeah, it's a cool, like, we're not doing it for the likes or the followers.
It's not about marketing. It's not about anything. It's about whether you guys want to see what's involved in the day-to-day running
of a business,
of
how we're
complex business.
Yeah.
It's a complex small business that's not that small. Like, it's not a corner store where you just reorder the eggs.
But by like government terms, which is like your number of employees, we're small business.
Yeah.
So
yeah. We barely have any employees. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Mate,
but if you
maybe next week,
if you include print shop,
yeah,
and that, then we're still small business.
Yeah, we are. Maybe next week we should run people through what, like, a day in the life of Claire is, and a day in the life of Al is, as far as like what we do for a living, so that people get an understanding of what is involved in a day. Document a day, like write down a day, and then just talk about it. People will be stunned what we do.
I feel like it would be better if we did like a recap your last week, because if you did a day, that doesn't give a full insight to what I do. Because, you know, what hat I wear on Monday is not the hat I wear on Tuesday, and it's not the hat I wear on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
Because I work fucking that many days a week.
Today I wore 3 different hats. I did 3 different jobs today, and they all were hard.
Yeah.
And physically demanding. One of them's incredibly physically demanding. One of them's mentally demanding. And the other one's just like my little creative outlet that I'm really struggling to find at the moment. I'm running out of time. But
yeah, I think I wore 4 different hats today.
Yeah.
So
it's hard. It's a fucking hard job.
That's a good idea. But
I wouldn't recommend owning your own business. Don't do it. Anyway, let's go. I'm over it. Peace out. Peace out.
Should we start in the episode the way we started?
See you next week.
See you guys.
After.
Peace out.